Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another Wednesday video. I'm Marg from Creative Stamping with Marg. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from St. Albert, Alberta, Canada. Today we're going to be casing a card that I saw another demonstrator make. Her name is Lisa Bowden, and it was a really great way to use up some 1-inch strips of designer series paper. So I'm going to take you down to my desk and we'll have a look at what we're going to do today. Okay, straightened out here so you can see where I'm working, hopefully. All right, okay, today we're going to use, I've chosen to use the Zany Zoo set of stamps, sorry for the glare, stamps and the Zoo Crew paper, which went with it. Really cute. It has all the characters on it. I'm sure you've seen it. It's on page 47 and page 132 in our annual catalog, the big catalog. So the whole suite is here, and I have used it before, but I do have some strips of paper, so I thought, well, this was a good one to use up some of those strips. So today we're going to use the thick basic white cardstock. My card is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4, and it will be folded this way. And I've just gone through the Zany Zoo paper. As you know, it's got all the characters on it, but I wanted the other side. The other side, of course, is all just black and white. So I pulled off 4 different strips of paper that I had, and they are 1 inch, and you can see they're varying lengths, but they just need to go across your card this way, and we'll trim them off. So they're going to be laid across like that, and we are using the Nested Essentials dies, and I am using these 3 rounded corner rectangles. So the biggest one, and the next one, and the next one, and you'll see what I'm using them for. I have a piece of black, basic black cardstock cut with this one. I chose the Pool Party cardstock for the next size. And then in the Zany Zoo paper, the Zoo Crew paper, you have all the characters. So I cut out, with the smaller die, I cut out all these characters. And I even cut some going this direction. And I thought, I'll decide which one I want to use. Well, I am going to use this one here, and she's got the little Pool Party flower on her. You could use this one on the Pool Party. He's got Pool Party there. You could use this little guy. He's got Pool Party bird on his head, and so on. So, and of course, they can be laid the other way. They can go this way too. So you decide. I'm going to use the little dancing girl for mine. So she's going to be on there, and then that's going to be on there. So you can see how the 3 nested essentials fit together. You could use rectangles if you wanted, as long as you have 3 sizes that will fit together, or you can cut your rectangles the sizes you want. You could use circles, doesn't matter. This is, I'm pretty much casing exactly the way she made hers. So what we're going to do is we're going to glue our strips on the front first. And what I wanted to do was I wanted to place them in a certain orientation, and I think I will. Sorry, I did make another card and I thought I had written my directions down. I will place them, and I'm going to do the black background one, and then the lighter one, and then a black one. And you can see I'm leaving a little bit of space behind it, but I kind of wanted them to be even. So I'm just going to use my grid paper so that I can see. And I think I went 1/2 inch down to start from the top, and 1/2 inch from the bottom. And then I just spaced these in between. That's the best way to do it. Really good idea to use your grid paper, because you can see that you've got them straight as long as you've got your card laid out on here straight. So what I'm going to do is I am going to just move my card up a bit, and I will bring in my silicone mat so that I don't get glue everywhere, and decide which way you want your pieces to go. Like, yeah, I think I like it this way. And what I do, which you've seen me do before, is I just line my piece up to the bottom of my card here, and I'll know where I want to put my glue. So hopefully my glue will flow easily enough today. And I'm going to start right about there. And there it comes. Oops, so I didn't follow my own rule there. And I went over a bit. I'm just going to wipe it off with my finger, and I'll just put it on my silicone mat. And I said I was going to start 1/2 inch down, which is the 2 squares. And my card is on here straight. So if I lay it down like that and eyeball it across to that one, that looks great. And you want it even on this side. You can trim it off, but that's your fold there. And we will just trim off on this side when we're done. Now, which white background one do I want next? Doesn't really matter. And then I'm going to do the black, and then I'm going to do the white on the bottom. So this, I'm going to do the bottom one next so that it's evenly spaced, and then I'll space those other 2. So we'll do this one. So like I say, this is a great use of maybe some leftover paper that you have. And 1-inch strips are pretty common to have left over in your pack. So okay, so this one is going to go right there. Again, I'm going up the 1/2 inch and laying it across. The nice thing about these nice long strips is you can really make sure they're straight because they follow your grid lines there. Okay, and then it's just putting these 2 pieces on sort of evenly. So we will get our glue on both of them, and then I can place and wiggle them kind of at the same time. So, just some housekeeping reminders. Our new catalog will be coming out at the beginning of May. So our annual catalog and the mini catalog end April 29th. So if there's anything out of there that you're wanting, you'll want to get on it fairly quickly. And I'm just thinking I'm going to lay it there, not push it down. And I'm going to lay it here and not push it down because I don't have it in the right spot. I can see that. I need to wiggle these a little bit. Oops, down. Maybe there. And maybe this one needs to be down a little bit more. That looks okay. So you just need to lay them on there. This one I think I could have put up a little bit more, but that's all right. Okay, so there's our strips on. And I will turn this over and get my snips out of here so that I can cut this off. I will open the card up and just follow along the edge of your card and cut off your pieces. And some of those pieces are big enough that I'll be able to use them on another card. These ones are long enough. Again, I could use them on another card, so I will set them to the side. Never throw them out. That one maybe not so much, but that's all right. Okay, then I'm going to glue my little dancer onto the pool party piece. Oh, and I forgot to tell you that I did the greeting for the outside and the inside already. I've already done them. Just stamp them in black Memento ink. So I have those already. And I think I will put my rectangles up on dimensionals. But what I wanted to do was get that glued together. And then I used, the flag in the Nested Essentials, the second size, this one, this one here, to cut out a little white, basic white flag. And from the stamp set, I stamped Happy Birthday to You. And the way Lisa did hers is she had it just sticking out the bottom of that. And then this is going to be laid on here. And I thought that was really cute. So that I'm going to do exactly that. So just a little bit of white glue on the top of our banner and put it underneath here. And again, if you use your grid paper, you can make sure that you're somewhat straight, like that. And I'm going to put this whole thing up on dimensionals. So I will flip it over, and I'm trying to use up some pieces of my edges of my dimensionals. So I will just rip that off so I can use it. Don't throw any of those edges away. So I will put that one here, and this one maybe down one of the sides. It's a bit longer. And I know I've got some more edges here. Got them, a bunch of packages already started, so, okay. And then I just need one along the bottom. So my bottom piece, you can just rip this. It's a nice thing about these dimensionals, you can just rip them. Okay, like that. And then I don't think I'm going to put a dimensional under the little banner, but I think I will just take my pen here and just roll it up a bit, give it a little bit of dimension so it sort of sticks up like that. I think that's kind of cute. Now, then you just need to decide where you want to put it. I think I'll just put it, not sure, maybe over there, like that. Okay, I'm going to take off the backing here of all the dimensionals, just that waxy paper comes off the back. And I didn't put anything in the middle, and I'm thinking maybe I will. I have another dimensional sitting here. Sorry, I've got paper stuck on my finger. These things are very staticky. I will put another one in the middle there, just so it doesn't sag in the middle, because I don't like the look of that. All right, then I'm going to just put it, I think I'll just stick it over to the side here. Now you can embellish with ribbons, or if you had other embellishments, you could use those. Just get rid of all those bits. I will bring out my basket of embellishments, and let's just see what I've got here. I think maybe if I had some pool party, it would look really nice. Not sure I do though. Otherwise, oh, I have these pool party ones. These are glossy dot assortment. There's pool party in these. Yeah, I think the pool party would look good on there. So I need my take your pick tool, and we'll take 3 of these and put them on here to kind of decorate it up a bit. How about I put that big one there? On the white, it looks good on the white. Maybe that one there, and then another small one over there. Great. And that just brings out the pool party color that I chose to use. All right, so the inside of this card, being that it's thick, I don't put another layer of white inside. I stamped this from the same stamp set, Something Great to Celebrate You, and I cut it with the banner from the Stylish Shapes. So I cut it from this banner, from the Stylish Shapes, because I kind of thought that is the same keeping in the banner of that one. And I thought I would just glue that in there, but it looked kind of bare to me. So I thought, well, what else could I do? In that Zany Zoo stamp set and dies, there's a bunch of little flowers. And I thought, well, that little ballerina had a flower on her. So I thought, I'm going to add these. So I'm just going to glue this down. I don't put the inner greetings on dimensionals ever, because that just gives it too much thickness. But I am going to glue this down in here. Make sure it's straight. And then I thought I would just put a little bit of glue on these flowers and drop them in this card like that. So I think I will just put them on here. So just a little bit of glue on the back of each one, like that. And still leaves you lots of room to write your message to whoever you're sending this cute card to. And I think we'll put the other one up there. So there you go. There's our card. So cute layout. Again, using 1-inch strips of designer series paper, and then I did use the Nested Essentials here and for here, and then I did use the banner from Stylish Shapes here. But if you didn't have these dies, you could just cut 3 different sizes of rectangles. You could use circles if you have them. We could have used the circles from the Stylish Shapes dies. There's the nested circles in here. You could have used those, as long as your little, whatever your picture is in the middle would fit. So that's our card for today. I did make another card I was using up the Flight and Airy paper that came from Celebration. So I made this card. So again, it's just 1-inch strips. I have 4 different pieces, and I did use a piece of boho blue cardstock. I hope you can see it in the background. And I used the Softly Sophisticated embossing folder that we got during Celebration on it. And so I put my pieces onto that instead of going across the whole card like I did with this one. But it's the same premise, 1-inch strips of paper, and I used the Nested Essentials again, cutting out the bird as the focal point. This one I made into a sympathy card, so I used the same tab and stamped with Deepest Sympathy on there. And I put Loving Thoughts Are With You for the inside, and that's that card. So they both turned out great, and again, a great use of your DSP. And of course you can use the DSP. You could have added a piece of DSP in the inside if you wanted. Would have looked cute. This one I could have put, you know, maybe a strip of this along the bottom would have looked good, and it would have tied it all in, or you could use it up the side, whatever you'd like. And of course you can use a piece of the designer series paper on the flap of your envelope. So again, that gets rid of another piece of DSP. So those are our cards for today. I mentioned last week that I might be able to show you some of my Easter items that I'm using for my card class. I don't know if you noticed them behind me. The cards were behind me when I started the video. You can go back and look at those. Some of them are paper pumpkins from the springtime sweet springtime kit. I did use those, but there are other cards in there that I've done for my class. But I also made some Easter eggs, and these are to hold. They're little treat holders. So there's one. And in the inside, I just put a little bit of shred, and I've just got 2 little eggs in there. It could hold more, but I made these, and they're going to sit on my table. Now, I saw Kelly Atchison, another demonstrator, make these. I did 2 different kind of designs with the Excellent Eggs bundle from the mini catalog. I do not own this, but I saw Kelly make these, and I thought, I know I don't have any egg-shaped dies, but I do have some retired oval dies. So I thought I can see if I can make them, and I know they don't maybe look as good as what Kelly's looked like because they were more of an egg shape, but I thought these turned out okay. And then she gave the directions on how to make the little box for the inside, and then you just glue 2 eggs onto it. And that Excellent Egg bundle does have a die that cuts like rickrack. Well, I don't have that, so I thought, but I do have something else. These are the basic border dies, and there is a zigzag, what I call a zigzag die in these. So it cuts it out like that. So all I did was I cut it out twice. I laid it on my paper, just eyeballed it, and cut it out twice. So I cut one edge like that, and then I dropped it down and I cut it again, and I got a zigzag. So please look at the things that you own already. If you would like to replicate something like this, I thought, you know, I'm going to give it a go and see how it turns out. And I think they turned out really cute. I did use retired stamps for my chick and my daffodil and the Happy Easter greeting. But like I said, I've got a few retired sets that I thought I could use, and they work out perfectly. So those are my table favors for my Easter table this year for everyone. So I hope you enjoyed that video with our cards. I hope you give it a try, especially if you have some leftover DSP that you want to use up. That would be great. All right, I hope everybody has an awesome week.